makes a lot of noise though, so you'll bring more in. Auto turrets, motion detectors, and things like that were also kind of on the table right now.
That's awesome. That's it. See, people, you can go and create like little weird weapons, and you can use them for your good, and then you can also use them to protect yourself. You can build buildings, you can destroy buildings, you can dig in the ground. I mean, it's just like everything that you wanted. Is it not?
It's I can't think of anything that's more of a sandbox. As the further we get into this, and the more some of these systems become, you know, get wider. Basically, you know, we've got a lot of systems in, but it's getting them, it's widening these systems and getting full use out of these systems. Yeah, it's a virtual sandbox. It really is. It's a zombie simulation and a game all in one.
Which is really cool. I've played a few sandboxes, and I mean, you can do things. It's like not really much in the world, but just looking at the trailers and watching the gameplay the other night, it was way cool. I mean, super cool. Okay, now let's get on to game modes. What are we looking at for game modes?
Well, so far we have solo, co-op, and multiplayer, which is still under design. But I will tell you, we're planning a really cool zombie nomad mode for multiplayer, which means you can play a human, a bandit, or a special infected zombie. And the zombie has powers like he can do a zombie scream, if you will, and call minions to his side, and he can feed on corpses and animals and other players and gain strength. And basically, when you play a zombie, you're going to be kind of like a dungeon master of zombie minions, and someone else is in the game, you know. So somebody else could be playing in their normal game, and suddenly there's this super zombie, and he's intelligently kind of moving the horde with them.
And you also have fast and slow moving zombies as well, correct?
Yeah, fast and slow moving zombies.
Well, we've got an array of those. Globally, the daylight or the light itself slows down zombies. In the night or darkness speeds them up. So at nighttime, if you have, let's say you have floodlights you crafted with a generator, these are some things we're designing still. The light slows them down. Light currently does slow them down, even at nighttime. But yeah, we're considering varying speeds of zombies and various behaviors. There's room to grow there for sure.
So am I correct in saying that, like, when a zombie comes out, so are you gonna have different moon phases and whatnot for these zombies, or is it just gonna be nighttime, moon comes out, they get stronger, they kill you?
I guess, you know, you mean like if it's a full moon and they're more powerful or something like that, or
Correct.
we have not thought about that yet. It's pretty binary, day and night. We're considering lots of types of zombies and special behaviors. One of them, the really fat guy you see, we don't really have a name for him. I call him the acid puking Hulk. The idea is that he can vomit, and his vomit gets on things and basically disintegrates or melts them. It's like acid. And so that's his distance attack, and it affects the world. And we're taking advantage of the voxel world, which you can destroy blocks. Herds of zombies can trample grass, and then the grass goes black. So you can track animals and zombies based on whether the grass is trampled or not. You can, which is interesting.
Oh,
Left
yeah.
4 Dead had a fat zombie called the Boomer, similar. That exploded in puke and put other zombies, something similar to that.
Yeah, it's similar to that zombie there. Got him. He was telling me there was another zombie that, like, he could, like, leave a trail, and it's like the sticky stuff that makes you slow down or gets you stuck.
Yeah, it's one I have in the list. It's called I'm calling it the Slimer, where, you know, he's got ooze of green slime dripping off of him, and he leaves a trail of that ooze. And imagine a pack of them encircling the player, and when he tries to get out, he is forced to run into the ooze, and he's slowed down by it or encumbered by it for a little bit. Those are the kind of things that we can do with this block world.
Could you explain a little bit about the skill tree you guys had? You had a little bit in depth in your video. The different skills that people can choose.
Adam wants to know about the different skills that can be chosen.
I will say that the trees are fairly underdeveloped right now. We're the type of skill trees we're going to do in the game are you can be a gun nut, a bruiser, which is for melee weapons, a gadget man, which is a guy who can do high-tech gadgetry like turrets and motion sensing lights. Let's see, a chemist, which is good at basically recipes and chemicals. And the last one we're calling a stealth agent, but we're really rolling that into sort of a survivalist category too. So it's a little broader than just stealth. You're just basically good at hiding and surviving. You'll find more food in cabinets and things like that. So the neat thing about the skill trees in this type of game is that instead of just becoming, if I'm a bruiser and I'm good at crafting melee weapons or using melee weapons, there's two types of skills that go with that. You could pick, I'm good at crafting those type of weapons, or I'm good at using those type of weapons, which are two different areas to put your skill points into.
Cool. And so you guys actually have skill trees, unlike other games that we've been playing that just kind of stop and you can't move anymore. It's like simple.
We have skill trees. I'm not going to promise they make it in alpha. I'll tell you that right now. But we'll make it in beta. I'm pretty sure about that. Chris, our programmer, may kill me for saying that, but but I'm going to say that I think they'll make it in beta.
That's totally awesome. Okay. So we're at 50 minutes already. Time flies.
Yes, it does. What else you guys want to know? I can try to answer it, or I can play politician and dodge the question.
Okay, let me go through my. Go ahead, Gautam. You can ask. I'll look through. There are tons of questions inside the stream right now. Tons of questions.
One was asking about if the map is randomly generated each time, or it is pre-made. The world would be the same every time you load in, or is it just randomly generated? I don't know if you heard that.
They want to know. They want to know about the world. Is the map randomly generated, or is it a static map?
So when we first started this, we had a random generation tool, and it works. But the problem we had with it is we wanted to make an experience that felt a little bit more crafted and predictable, where a road made sense where a road was, and a house made sense where it was placed. And it's a challenge for a completely random generated world. So what we're doing is we're doing a handcrafted world with random item decoration and random loot placement. But we want to include a random generated world with random generated points of interest for replayability. So you'll be able to play a campaign world, or you'll be able to randomly generate a world with random points of interest and then edit that world yourself and make it kind of your own map. Or you don't have to edit it. If you're somebody who likes to make mods, you can edit that world and make it your own and call it Scott's World, or Fraghart's World, or whatever you want to do there. And but yeah, we thought, the problem with the random generated world, at least in my mind, I love Minecraft, by the way, we all do, our whole team does, is that we thought, gosh, there's, I know that whatever's out there is just kind of, you might see an accidental cool overhanging rock or something, but I know I'm not going to find a city out there.
Right. One that also goes along with that one, somebody wants to know how deep can you dig?
Well, it's in binary code. There are, as you know, if any guys are programmers out there, there's 256 is a number of importance, and so the height of the world is based on 0 to 255. So the very bottom of the world would be 0. The highest mountain peak would be 255 meters or blocks. the average sea level in the world is about 65. So you can, in a lot of cases, it's more like 80 or 90. So you can dig down a long ways.
So you can dig down to digital China then.
Yeah.
Let me see what else we got in here. He's not with us for very much longer, guys. We are going to do another one, I promise you. Hit my PM, guys, and you can ask whatever questions, and I will bring it to Rick. And we're going to be talking with their developers. We're going to be talking to the whole entire team, more than likely, throughout until this thing releases fully.
We'll get Joel, Ryan, and we'll get Chris in here. You get to hear our programmer. He's a bit shy though.
And guys, I promise you, next week we're going to set up one of the developers or the producer or whoever with their own OBS, and we're going to get them set up so you can actually see actual gameplay, and he can show you what he's talking about. So this way you don't have to just sit there and speculate, oh, well, it kind of looks like this. We really wanted to do it for you guys. That's why the beginning of the show was really bad. And I do apologize for that. That was my fault. That was a last-minute decision, which I should have never done. All right, so yeah, no gameplay today, guys. Unless got him, were you able to get in there and get it taken care of?
I mean, if he shares the screen, I can show it on my stream. I can just capture just the game only. He just has to set up a screen share on the call, and then I can do it.
All right, so if you want to set up a screen share, Rick, we're going to go ahead and do a capture.
All right, let's see if it works.
You got, or I can. You guys are already in Skype call, correct? Can you add me a Skype call, and then he can do it. I'm not in the Skype call.
Started to share.
Oh yeah, I got it. I have his.
It's in windowed mode if I'm gonna go back and forth.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna
that might be.
I'm gonna just capture. I'm just gonna capture that. Give me 1 second to just capture only that. Okay. Let me fix it real fast in my OBS.
Guys, let me know and I'll fire it up when you're ready.
Are you gonna play it in that res it is now? That's the current res. I can just capture only the game if you like. Are you gonna play in that res right now? Because I can just capture just that res. You have it, and that's fine.
That'd be fine.
Sure. Okay. Okay, I'm capturing it now. 1 second. Let me close this YouTube video. Hold on. Let me do it over here. 1 second. Fix it.
We lose it?
I got it. No, you're fine. There we go.
Let me know. I'll start it up again.
You're fine. Okay, I got it in this corner. Okay, good.
Okay.
It's kind of small, but it'll work.
I could go full screen for a little bit if you want. I won't be able to talk for a little while.
I'm capturing a good part of it right now. If you look at my stream, it's like 1/4 of my screen. It's just the game. So it's a little bit choppy on the Skype call. Yeah.